Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Numal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the latest M series smartphone from Samsung in India, the Samsung Galaxy M31s. So Samsung Galaxy M31 is a recently launched device. Now Samsung had launched the M31 earlier this year. Now the successor has been launched, the M31s, with slight upgrades, and the pricing has been increased. Now the base variant pricing starts at 19,999 for the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage. So how good is the device? What are the upgrades? Is it really value for money at 19,999? That's what we are going to analyze in this video. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now coming to the review. So if you look at the Samsung Galaxy M31s, first thing what we'll have a look at is the design and build quality. Now if you look at the design aspect of the Samsung Galaxy M31s, so there isn't any drastic difference in terms of design. You can see that the color pattern has been given an upgrade. We have a dual tone color. The top portion has we have a blue variant. In fact, the top portion has been given a silver kind of finish. Then the bottom section is either blue or black. And the camera placement is kind of a rectangular one with a quad camera setup. Then we have silver finishing towards the sides as well. Now the fingerprint scanner is moved towards the side panel, so this is the fingerprint scanner. And then we have the regular options, the USB Type-C port, the 3.5mm audio jack, the speaker unit, and the SIM card tray, which is supporting a dedicated SD card slot. So in terms of design, you can see it's quite good. Now if you look at the front panel design, you can see that punch hole camera is at the center. It's a very small punch hole camera, and the bezels have been also given a minimal look. So overall in terms of design, it definitely feels quite good. In terms of looks, we don't have much to complain except for the glossy look of this. Other than that, the design looks quite good. Now next is the build quality. Now this is where we felt this device is kind of disappointing. Couple of reasons. One is at 20,000 you get a plastic build. It's not about 20,000 and plastic build. The material quality is definitely not that great for a 20,000 phone. Now hardly we have used like 1.5 weeks, and you could still see some scratches happening. It is just in normal usage, and we haven't done any sort of hardcore testing here. Even with normal wear and tear, you can see a lot of scratches happening. So that's definitely not an acceptable thing at 20,000 price segment. Samsung should provide at least some better plastic polycarbonate material. Even though it's polycarbonate, it can be provided with better quality. So that's the build quality. Now next, let's move on to the display. So when you talk about Samsung's mid-range phones, one thing what comes to your mind is the Super AMOLED display. Now here also you get a Super AMOLED display. Now this device has a full HD Super AMOLED panel, and this looks really good actually. In fact, this is one of the really good displays out there. Probably you can say that below 20,000 price segment, this display shines, and this is one of the really good aspects about the device. It's really smooth, crisp, vibrant, and great viewing angles as well. So you can see that the display quality is definitely great on the Samsung Galaxy M31s. Now there is also Gorilla Glass 3 protection offered on the display. So display quality is definitely top notch on the Samsung Galaxy M31s. Now next, moving on to the software. Now Samsung's UI is called One UI. Now we have One UI 2.1 on this device. So One UI is kind of refined UI. We have seen One UI on a lot of smartphones, including the Samsung's flagship series. So they have come up really well in terms of software optimization. When we do speed tests and memory management tests, we often find that the Samsung's phones perform really good in terms of memory management. So Samsung's One UI has improved drastically, and is definitely one of the good UIs out there, offering plethora of options, modes, and customization tools. So it is definitely good in terms of the software experience offered on the Samsung Galaxy M31s. Now talking about the performance, so this device is powered by the Samsung's Exynos 9611 octa-core processor. Now when I talk about 9611 octa-core, that itself sums up how bad Samsung has been in terms of mid-range processor. Samsung A series phones, M series phones, A51, then a lot of devices, A21, M21, M30, all of these devices, M31 in fact, all of these devices have been powered by the Exynos 9611 octa-core processor, and it is a kind of a decent mid-range processor, but at least at 20,000 price segment, Samsung should have provided a better processor. Probably a Snapdragon 720G would have been much better here. Now Exynos 9611 isn't a bad bad processor, but at 20,000 price segment, it is definitely not a great option. Now, day-to-day performance is kind of smooth, not bad, I would say. But then when it comes to gaming, even though it's a 20,000 smartphone, the gaming is kind of very much average. We have done a detailed gaming test. The frame rate was very low, and it was having some heating issues as well. So overall, in terms of gaming experience, this is definitely a average or below average device because of the Snapdragon or rather Exynos 9611 octa-core processor. So it's high time Samsung does better with processor, at least in this price segment. Now this device is offered with two storage variants, in fact two RAM variants, 8GB RAM and 6GB RAM, and it comes with 128GB storage. Now the fingerprint scanner performance is definitely good. It's not fast out there, but it definitely does a decent job, and face unlock also is quite good. Now it's a side mounted fingerprint scanner. Now call quality is definitely good. There is voice or Wi-Fi support, so we don't have any sort of issues. We tested with Jio as well as Idea Vodafone network. We did not see any sort of issues here. So that's the call quality. Now talking about the cameras. Now this device has a quad camera setup. So we have a primary 64 megapixel camera. It's a Samsung's, in fact Samsung has moved from Samsung to Sony IMX682 sensor. You also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, 5 megapixel depth sensor and 5 megapixel macro sensor. And on the front panel you get a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Now we have done a detailed camera review of this device. You can also check out that video. Now the camera is kind of definitely improved because of the Sony IMX682 sensor. The daylight shots has been improved drastically. You can see that it is sharper, good details and good overall clarity is offered. The colors are slightly on the saturated side, but it's definitely good. Now the ultra wide angle camera also came out quite well, if not as good as the primary camera. Then you also get a macro sensor. Macro sensor is kind of average, we would say, not really that great, especially in terms of color reproduction. Portraits again was not consistent. Now the low light experience again was above average. The night mode was particularly good, and selfie experience is pretty good. So a few more improvements to the camera, and this could be definitely one of the good cameras out there in the sub 20K price segment. Now finally the battery life. So this device has a 6000 mAh capacity battery and it supports 25 watt fast charging. That's another upgrade when you compare with the M31 to M31s. Now the battery performance is definitely good. You can get almost like 8 to 10 hours of screen on time on an average. Again, it depends upon user to user, but in our use case we got around 8+ hours of screen on time easily. In fact 10 hours is easily possible with this battery. That's really good on the Samsung Galaxy M31s. So that is the detailed review of the M31s. So how good is the device? Now pros and cons. So pros include great display. It's a good looking smartphone, great display, good software experience, good set of cameras and great battery life. Now moving on to the cons. So the cons, one of the cons is that the build quality could have been improved, at least for 20,000 price segment. It should have been better build quality. Then performance and gaming. It's the processor is the main culprit here. The 9611 octa-core processor is kind of outdated, we would say. It's not as good as what the competition offers. So processor is one important thing, and this is definitely not a device for gaming. And apart from that, cameras could have been a tad better, especially because it's 20,000 price segment. So that was the detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy M31s. So should you buy the M31s at 19,999? Now if you're not into gaming, the Samsung Galaxy M31 is definitely a good device because you get a good display, good software experience, good looking smartphone, good set of cameras, although some improvements are needed, and great battery life. So if these are your priority things, the Samsung Galaxy M31s at 19,999 is quite a good offering. But if you are more into gaming and you want the best hardware, including a great processor, then the Samsung Galaxy M31 fails with the 9611 octa-core processor. So it's up to you to decide what is your priority. If performance and gaming are your priority, then this is not the device to go. But if camera, battery life and good display is your priority, then go with the Samsung Galaxy M31s. So that was the detailed review of the Samsung Galaxy M31s. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. We will share the link in the description of this video, the Amazon links where you can buy the device. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.